What's up, guys? Let's see how today goes, but probably not as well as last time, to be honest. I feel like I kind of peaked there because that was unusually good win ratio for me, but I got some chaos dust overnight. Let's see if I get lucky. I don't really recommend doing this like on the really most important pieces, on like my main noob pieces and so on. I wouldn't really gamble if I can get the right correct stat if it has something like semi-usable. Like let's say it has percentage attack and I want to get speed. I'm not just gonna blindly spam dust when I only have a couple of it, so I would save a good chunk until you try to get the correct stat. But this is the Duchess boots. We have flat HP. I'm just gonna see if I can get percentage HP. I already had percentage defense, but I just rolled past it anyway. Okay, nice. Gambling paid off. I think my Duchess Exodia is now complete. Everything has HP, right? Some of those pieces are not really perfect. I know some people are gonna crucify me for this, but I don't buy shards. Not that I'm against it, but the thing that I will buy when we get it, I'm gonna buy at least one more bolster pack, and I will definitely be crafting for better weapons next time. But I got pretty good bolster sets. I mean, I use a couple other bolster sets as well, but my Duchess definitely has the best one. But almost 150k. I feel like I need to hit that 150k at least. I can probably do it with glyphs and so on. And of course, if I use 2-piece immortal instead of 4-piece stone skin, I could definitely do it, but let's go with this. Also, there was some discussion. I don't think I can show it to you right now because it's not in the game. But I made a video yesterday about the new changes to blessings, and one of them that was kind of maybe some people like skipped past it and didn't pay a lot of attention, but they reworked the Carapace blessing, and it's gonna be called Miracle Heal. And at max rank, if you have a shield, every time the shield breaks, you heal for 15%. And obviously that might be pretty good combination with Duchess, though she can attacks one enemy 2 times, then places a shield buff equal to 10% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns on this champion and the ally with the lowest HP. So the Miracle Heal will definitely apply to her, but not the target that she's healing. But that might actually be very interesting thing for Duchess. She's already insanely tanky, and if she gets 15% heal every time she gets attacked, that kind of sounds funny, so that might be the way to go for Duchesses, but we will see what happens. Also, there was some people pointing out that no, I don't have one for Duchess, but the Blood Shield accessories will be a funny combination for that, because you're gonna get a tiny shield every time you attack. But I'm sure for some support champions, you might want to get one of those Blood Shield accessories just to use Miracle Heal. I think the blessing update will definitely add some variety and people will have fun with it for sure. Let's see if I can get lucky twice. There's definitely a bunch of things that I need to dust, but let's go with the bolster stuff today. I'm not really, I mean, I know some of the better accounts in our clan, they already got everything dusted like 2 weeks ago. I'm not quite there, but still I'm almost done with the important stuff. And I have dusted a huge amount of pieces, to be fair. I have pretty large amount of gear because I played Raid so long time. Okay, can we get double lucky? Okay, Well, 1% HP is good enough, so I will take it. I mean, if somebody asks, of course, I did my nuke pieces first. There's some pieces that I kind of want to redo, like I mentioned before, the Rotos boots. I probably want to go for speed, but I'll do this when I have like 100 dust in stock, and there's probably a bunch of other things I'm gonna do before it. This is good enough, but I'll definitely go for speed when I can. Anyway, let's get into the fights. My voice might be a little bit of downer right now because I just woke up, but I will wake up soon with the Finnish energy drink. But yeah, I guess we will have to wait and see when we get the blessing update in game. One other very notable thing, what? We're meeting speed team with Wukong. This is very unusual. One other interesting thing about the blessing update. Wait, he picked so fast. Is this a bot or he decided what he's going to do? He's not really giving me any time to talk. Do I want to use Stormy when he's already going with Ramanto? Nah, I get it might be nuke Ramanto, but if not, I'm probably gonna ban it. Well, I might ban it anyway. I don't need, even if I'm locked out, it's okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Is he testing out something? Is he going for a meme win or what's up? He picked everything so fast, but then he kind of took his time on the. Damn, I can't even remember this champion's name anymore. He used to be actually kind of popular. I know it's a meme and people forget about the old strategies, especially because the current meta has been up for a while. Magnar actually is a pretty good nuker. He used to be so good that even in top platinum people were using him as a nuker. Even in Mad, I'm not kidding. Back during the Tranda meta, he wasn't as good as Tranda, but he was like up there, and people who didn't have Tranda were actually using Magnar. But so what I was saying about the blessings is that this is like before empowerment and so on, quite a long time ago. But all of the blessings are gonna give all of the stats in the future. Like meaning that you're gonna get crit damage, HP, attack, defense, accuracy, resistance, everything. That might actually impact the meta a little bit. Of course, I mean, the top champions are still gonna be top champions, but it is goddamn block buff debuff. It is gonna be a significantly better in comparison for champions that benefit from multiple stats. Let's say like a hybrid nuker like Wukong, he will also get accuracy. Or something like Trixia that scales speed and accuracy from resistance. She will get all of them from the blessing. Or let's say Rotos, he will get attack, crit damage, speed and HP. Like he will gain everything. And then you can also choose any kind of blessing you want. So you could go with a tank blessing, which you couldn't do in the past with a nuker. I think there's definitely gonna be some adjustments that people will do because of the blessings. Maybe some like that people are running different strategies as well, at least at the start of it. I think if update like this happened in the past before Taras and Marichka, there would have been even like major meta changes. I don't know if it's really enough to do that, but it will definitely make some kind of changes in PvP. I don't really want to. I don't like to guess the meta because it's one thing to come up with strategies like in vacuum or in your head, but then it's another thing when there's like tons of players and everybody tries something in practice, and something that you will not figure out in like days of thinking. Like the collective player base is gonna figure out in seconds, and somebody's gonna figure out some bug or something, and or like some OP combination. So we will see about that. I'm not gonna make any massive predictions, but it will definitely be interesting. I mean, like I said, I think the Miracle Heal is strong. I think the hybrid champions get extra benefit out of this, and you get more options, but that's as far as I will give predictions. I will definitely play a lot with them in practice though when we get them. I have always been a bit more like, I mean, well, I don't want to put it that way. I mean, I like theory crafting in RPG games a lot. I think that's the most fun part. Not just in like Raid, but everything else I played, like World of Warcraft, like all types of RPGs. But some stuff you need to try out in practice, and there might be bugs and other weird interactions that you come up with or seem more practical or better in like when you actually use them. So I will test things out when we get there. Kind of same happened in the old meta when we got blessings before Ukraine duo. After we got Polymorph, like before that, the meta was always that everybody was either using Ramantu or Service in offense. Usually it was some kind of speed team with Ramantu or Service and a lockout. And because people stopped using buff strip so much, it actually hugely impacted the defense teams. And they went for like, instead of usually using like lockout on defense, people started using tanky teams with the nuker. And because of that, in offense people were kind of trying, like for instance Rotos in defense was actually, it became more popular after the blessing update. Of course that kind of died down afterwards because there's so many good counters for it nowadays. But because Rotos was meta in defense, people started using a lot of ignore defense champions. One like major counter to him at that time was actually Basileus, which was interesting because it was a champion that was never really used in the game. But basically he does what Ronda does as well, that he one-shots Rotos with ignore defense triple hit. Wait, I guess Ronda didn't, did Ronda exist back then? I'm trying to figure out the timeline, I can't remember. Maybe Ronda didn't exist yet. That probably makes sense. Yeah, it must have been the case. But let's go with... He's going for a speed team. I feel like he's either going with Siphi or Arbiter. Almost feel like he needs Arbiter, so let's pick it ourselves. Maybe we will ban the Ronda, we will see. But yeah, that's around the time when I started using Gala. I tested out a bunch of things, like I saw what others were using. I used Basileus and Royal Huntsman for a while in offense. And then eventually I actually came up that Gala was the best, because UDK was so, I mean, not UDK. UDK actually wasn't that popular back then, believe it or not, or he wasn't used really in defense. But Rotos was very popular in defense, even among the top defense teams. And against them with both Necret and UDK, or even just UDK, Gala was very effective if you paired it with Bolster, and you could do massive amounts of damage with Gala. That's kind of the issue in the current meta, that like if Gala isn't touched, her damage is actually more than Rotos, and she's a top nuker, but the issue is that she needs to have full HP and a shield to do most of the damage, and that's not possible against Taras. But in that meta it was because of the Rotos defense teams. This looks like a very tough team. I feel like my team makes no sense, but we will go with it. Maybe I can freeze them when he does the Taras A1. I think my team would make more sense if I had Tiffy instead of Arbiter, but I'm pretty sure he was gonna pick Arbiter in his team, so it is fine. I really didn't want to go with Helicat, and even Rotos wasn't very good against him, so even though his team isn't definitely the strongest, but he kind of had all of the counters to my normal champions in his team. I feel like he has to open with the buff strip. He probably wants to open with the ally attack, so yeah, he's going for the buff strip. He wants to sheep my Tormin before he gets a turn. If he doesn't do that, he's in trouble. Okay, nice, but my Tormin was fast enough, and the accuracy buff actually froze the Ronda, so that's great. Yeah, that's the Tormin damage, and he doesn't even have defense buff, so not very high. He probably, yeah, he doesn't have any Polymorph in his team. I mean, I should have gambled with it anyway, but yeah, let's go for it. I don't know, is everybody just like waking up like me, but I'm seeing some unusual teams. A lot of Nuke Wukong mains as well. Yesterday I think I actually won that fight, but I kind of got destroyed by a Nuke Wukong. He had Grixia who buff stripped my UDK, and he lost the stone skin, but my UDK is still very tanky, and he was full HP and had a shield, and the Wukong one-shot my UDK and almost killed my entire team. Even my Duchess almost died, who had like 145k HP and bolster. I don't know how that Wukong hit so hard. I feel like it wasn't even +4 Wukong, so he must have had very good gear and also hit the like max damage roll or something. I wasn't expecting that much. Of course, UDK, I mean, UDK can hit like 300k plus on the first hit, and then the second hit will do more than that, because all of the damage increasing effects are applied twice. but the second hit's damage is, or the AoE damage is calculated from the surplus damage that you do on the first hit, and you want to hit a low HP target to get the maximum AoE damage. So that's why I wasn't really expecting him to have so much damage that he would kill my full HP UDK and then almost my Duchess as well. I don't think I've ever seen my Wukong hit that high, to be honest. I've seen it hit like 500k plus with the AoE nuke, but then that's when I hit somebody who is almost dead already. Yeah. Tormin is trying his best, but the damage is what it is. Taras is like not a one shot, but like a 15 shot or 20 shot for my Tormin. He doesn't even have any heals. Maybe the Wukong actually can still win the fight, so I need to be kind of careful about this, to be honest. I don't want to overcount the turn meter boost. Let's save the attack buff for later. I feel like I can totally lose this fight too, so... I mean, for most other like top arena players, they would have like a past Siphi or something, and they will be maybe able to deal with the nuke Wukong a lot better, because often when I am in that type of situation, he's just getting perma left and he's never getting a single turn, but that guy was getting plenty of turns and that wasn't the issue for him, so... Okay, nice, we're huge hero. This was a funny fight. I was reading Discord and I accidentally misclicked and I did A1 on my Xena, even though I could have done AoE nuke. And this was like completely... I would have won the fight easily, but then because I did A1, the fight took like very long time, and then eventually, like, you know, Xena lost the Naked protection, and even when I did couple revives, she never got a turn after that. I totally messed up that fight by not paying attention. Okay, nice. Now I don't know if I should say nice or not, but this is starting to look more typical and maybe a harder team, so let's see what happens. I don't know if I want to pick Krotos, but I'm almost certain that if I don't pick Krotos, he's gonna do it, so maybe I will go for it anyway. I wish I had Siphi, but at this point, there's so many other good stuff as well, so I can live without Siphi, but as a Rotos main, of course, I have dreamed about getting a Siphi for years. Years is not even like overstatement, because Rotos is a very old champion, so maybe like 4 years actually. I have to ban the lockout. Or yeah, I have to ban the lockout. Either Mikage or Wukong. Let's go for Wukong this time. Let's see what happens. The Wukong is in a support build and not a nuke build. By the way, yeah, I don't know if you guys didn't know this. I got new shiny channel banner for my YouTube channel. I would shout out the guy who gave it to me yesterday, but he specifically said that he doesn't want like any attribution because he doesn't want people to ask him to make graphics for their new YouTube channel. So I'm not gonna mention his name, I guess, but thanks a lot for him. It was about time to get one. My channel was kind of scuffed, and I was just using the old picture of finishing rank 2 in Classic Arena. And that was like literally a year ago. Literally a year ago. It was the last day of January on the last year. By the way, funny coincidence. Yeah, it was literally a year ago, so it's kind of cringe to still have it as my channel banner. But I am not the graphic designer, as you can probably see with my thumbnail, so I was going with kind of scuffed stuff like that. On some issues, YouTube is so weird. And wait, should I open with A2? I don't have Necro. He's gonna die. I think we need to open with the A. Yeah, let's go for A3. I don't think CV is gonna die to this. Damn, that did like no damage. Goddamn Haripa passive. But yeah, when you put the banner on the YouTube, I'm sure for some people it might just be a very simple thing and I'm dumb and I don't know the ways of the world, but it needs to be a very specific size, the channel banner. And I think I don't recall it out of top of my head, but it's a very unusual size that is not the one that you normally have for them. I wish we stole the stone skin. And then, even though you have it that size, it's actually way too big, and it will only show like a very specific part of the picture in the banner. And it's not even like you can't like choose which part. It's only one part, and it's not even like from the middle of the picture, but it's like from middle and a little bit on the right side. It's like a weird thing. I feel like they made the UI on that way too hard, and surely they could make it better. But basically, I tried to put some random pictures on it and they just looked horrible because I couldn't really adjust them, and yeah, it was a crap. So, but this guy knew what he was doing, and it was the perfect size, and the banner was like a little bit on the right, like I mentioned, so that I didn't actually have to shuffle with it at all. I mean, I'm sure you can get like better ones with money and effort, but this is definitely good enough for me, and I'm very happy with it. Oh, nice. I thought we were gonna lose this fight, to be honest, but somehow we made it. Even though I was kind of getting distracted talking about the new banner. Wait, okay. Let's not go that far yet. I can still totally lose. Depends how many weak hits I get with the Rotos. Well, if I don't weak it here, then I'm definitely won it. Okay, we got this. Let me actually show you the channel banner. I don't know what that guy feels about this, because I actually had another channel banner for like a day or two before this. Probably nobody even noticed, but instead of the picture of the Platinum Arena, I had some AI art that I was like, I set up one of those AI things on my computer, and I've been making a lot of like background art for thumbnails basically. and I had like picture of some dragons for like a day or two. It was kind of scuffed, but yeah, he actually made a proper channel art with raid champions and my YouTube name and so on. So I will take this. This is kind of very zoomed in, so it will look maybe a little bit less grainy if I zoom out. But yeah, thanks for the anonymous donor. Not to be confused with Anonymous, the content creator from IPR. Not that one. Wait, I guess we got already 3 wins in a row. I feel like those fights were pretty close, to be fair, so I probably could have lost any of them, or at least the second or third one. And now we got a very high point opponent, so probably not an easy fight, or definitely not. Okay, yeah. Opening with UDK and Harima, and I feel like he's definitely gonna... Not definitely, but it's very likely that he might pick Rotos if I don't do it. And lately I've been just picking Roto 7 against UDK and Harima, so maybe I will do it. If he goes for lockout now, it's bad, but I can pick Wukong. I can go with the exact same team in the last fight. Not that I'm sure I will win, but I will at least put out some fight, hopefully. But I will pick Wukong and I will ban lockout, and maybe that can get the job done. The big issue with Harima, even though she's incredibly good against Roto specifically, but her passive is insane, but her base HP is very low and she doesn't have any other survivability methods for herself. So if you just have pure damage instead of like ignore defense, she's very susceptible if you don't have like bolster or some kind of other protection for her. So if I just can get one turn, even Rotos A2 might actually one-shot her. Wait, did we fight this guy before? Again, it's a little bit of weird team. Maybe I'm guessing he will go for like Tiffy. Maybe we will go with Mikage and try to CC his team. Mikage and Helicat? No. Let's go with Quintus. I think he's gonna ban Necret, but we will see. Or maybe he has to actually ban my Mikage, I'm not sure. That champion has petrification and taunt. It can be very annoying, but I think we're still gonna ban the UDK. Okay, and he didn't ban Rotos. He actually banned Quintus. That's kind of funny. If Biohack sees this, he's gonna have like... I don't want to say what, but he's gonna have some satisfaction in his pants when he sees that, because he's always chilling me to use Quintus. And he was commenting, I think in my last video or the second last one, that he saw me actually using Quintus for once, but now he actually got banned. I think that's that must be the first fight ever that somebody bans the Quintus from me. But it kind of makes sense, like he has the Harima. Of course Quintus is pretty good against Harima, and Rotos is not, and Ronda is good against Rotos and so on, so it made sense that he did it. But I would consider Quintus as a champion that just doesn't fit the meta and is he's the type of champion that he's okay in the right situations, but if you can use him, then basically you can use any nuker in that fight, because he doesn't have any survivability or other utility. The only thing he has is damage. But of course something like Georgie does trillion times more damage than Quintus does. The difference is that Quintus doesn't rely on ignore defense, so he's a lot better matchup against, let's say, Harima. And he does have the buff strip, which is kind of utility against some stuff, and it ignores the passive, so you can kill, for instance, Taras or Harima easily with it. You probably could kill Harima with that skill, to be fair, even if it didn't ignore passives, but that's kind of good utility, but it's not really... I feel like it's not enough in the current meta. There's just too many crazy things out there that can one-shot champions, and many champions can one-shot him through Necret protection and so on, and take a hit, and yeah. I think if Quintus was released, like, well, to be fair, that's the case with many nukers, but if he was released in the old Tranda era, he would have been insane champion. But in the current meta, he would need a little bit of something. Maybe if they add some kind of new effect, like, I don't know what it can be, probably not a blessing or item set, but let's say something like that gives survivability to nukers or something. Maybe he can be more relevant. I mean, he's good enough to be used. I mean, I'm using him, but yeah. I feel like you kind of had to use him in a speed team. But if you're using a speed team and you need attack scaling nuker, chances are that Georgie is like trillion times better. So this champion has a weird effect that she does revive on death on her first form, and if you attack her teammates when the revive on death is up, you can get petrified. But usually people change to the other form instantly and do the stone skill, so you don't see that much of the petrification in practice. I hope I don't get stunned here. Okay, what? I think he went for the A2 and it said buff blocked, but I don't think I don't know what happened there. I feel like the UI was bugging or the game was bugging. My Rotos should have been... Maybe it was a weak hit, but I don't think it said that it was a weak hit. Oh yeah, I can't ally attack the Harima because of the taunt. Wait, two turn stone skill. Was that because of the mastery? Can you actually... I mean, can you actually increase the duration of stone skin with the mastery? I feel like this stone skin is supposed to be 1 turn, and the taunt is 2 turns. But it may be possible that actually the mastery is extended it by 1 turn. Okay, so I think he proc the... Did he have the revive on that? I think he proc the petrification or something on Duchess and got polymorph because of that, but I don't think I should have been able to be petrified there. Yeah, as you can see, I don't have this champion, and I have fought against her like many times in the past, but clearly not as many times as I need to, because I'm getting confused by her effects. I kind of want to get that champion, to be honest. Damn, this guy is this guy is cursing that Polymorph exists after this fight. Okay, come on, no weak hit. The fight is over if... Oh, ah. Come on. Okay, that's good enough. Wait, how many times did he get polymorphed in this fight? I feel like he got polymorphed like 5+ times or something insane. I mean, oh, Swift Parry Wukong. That's kind of what you get when you're using that much CC, but surely he feels the pain when it happens. I honestly can't recall the champion's name. I have looked it up many times, but I always forget about it. Okay. Yeah, I still don't think we're gonna repeat what happened in the last video, but we're starting off well with the 4-fight win streak. And to be fair, like, especially the first team was kind of weird, so... Well, okay, let's say first one. I think the other 3 teams were good, but the first guy, I don't know if he was trolling against me or what. Honestly, I wish we could go back to the old times when Magnar was meta. I think those were simpler and better times for the PvP meta. Okay, Arbice, that's Stonehorn. No wonder I can't remember this champion's name, because something like Arbice is something I can just pronounce. Like, if I pronounce this in the Finnish way, or how it is natural for me, it would be like Arbice, and you guys wouldn't even know that I'm talking about this champion if I pronounce it that way. And if I say like Arbice, I'm kind of trying to force myself to do an English pronunciation, but I'm sure it doesn't sound good, and it doesn't feel good for me when I'm saying it. Has a 30% chance of placing a petrification debuff on attacker for 1 turn when an ally is attacked while under a revive on death buff placed by this champion. So this is what I talked about on the fight, but I got polymorphed when I attacked her, and I don't think she even had the revive on death up, so... Can she proc something else in this form? Oh, okay. She can place a decreased speed this form. That's what happened. And yeah, place a stone skin for 1 turn, so it actually got extended by the mastery. I was correct about that. This skill is very strong. I have seen people use this champion even in classic arena defense on actual like platinum reset, but I don't think it really holds candle to Crixia, but it is a very interesting one for sure. It kind of has everything. It has a lot of heals for the team, it has Taunt to protect others, Stone Skin for herself, even like Petrification and Revive on Death, but I feel like when I see people using her, they always instantly switch to the second form. And wait, do they have different base stats? Not that much. And because she's always switched to the base, to the second form, I don't really see the petrification on the first form proc very often. I think it only happened to me a couple of times. Damn, this is actually a very good skill as well. Buff strip increases the duration of ally buffs and 2-turn revive on death. The main issue with revive on death, why it isn't very meta. I mean, you can, for instance, compare it to Maritzka passive. Both of them basically revive on death, but the difference is that, well, when you get the revive on, let's actually look the Maritzka passive. When you do the normal revive on death, I think, do you get revived with 30% HP or is it actually 50%? I'm not sure about that, but you don't get revived with turn meter. That's the main issue, and that's big part about why Maritzka is so broken. Is that, like, well, first of all, you don't need to cast any revive on death buff. It has a permanent uptime. Yeah, I think normal revive on death revives them at 30% HP, but her does at 50 and 75% turn meter. The issue is that if they put even, I mean, Maritzka would be too OP, but I don't think Plarium is really gonna, even when they will nerf him, hopefully, eventually, I don't think they want to nerf her very hard. If they just put the 75% turn meter to 50%, I think that would be a lot more reasonable and fair. The issue is that basically, even if you manage to kill her entire team and then you kill her, when her own team gets revived at 75%, almost always they're gonna move after your nuker and you're not gonna get a second turn before their nuker. And that means that they're gonna one-shot your team with their Taras. If this skill just didn't revive with any turn meter at all, which I feel like it should, then that would change the game a lot and Maritzka wouldn't be as dominating as it is. And even though it shows 3-turn cooldown on this passive, this is basically multiple passives in one. The 3-turn isn't for the revive part, but it's for the block damage when you get bomb, poison or burn. I think the other option for this skill would be that, let's say that you have to revive at 75% turn meter. If it either make it so that it doesn't revive with turn meter, or it actually has a cooldown, I think both of them would be reasonable. And of course the issue right now is that she's paired with Siphi 100% of time, and when you revive a Siphi that is built fast anyway, with 75% turn meter, she's 100% sure gonna move before your nuker, and then she's gonna revive Maritzka with full turn meter, and the cycle is gonna continue, and that's the kind of BS we have to deal with in Classic Arena. I mean, in Live Arena too, but since time isn't relevant in Live Arena, it's a little bit of less of an issue. I mean, it's still an issue, but even if you do a 5-minute fight, it's not... I mean, you lose your own time, but it doesn't affect the actual results. Damn, this guy's level 95 and at 4.4k points. That's pretty impressive. And he opens with Duchess. He didn't even open with like Taras and Maritzka, which I find very suspicious. I think he might have done it just so that I can get Duchess, because surely this guy has Siphi and other better champions, I would assume. I feel like I'm talking way too much. Let me take a little break. Okay. Yeah, there is the Ukraine draw. It was already... This was too good to be true. It was so suspicious that I almost didn't believe the Duchess pick. Not that Duchess isn't a great champion, but Duchess really isn't the first pick for anyone with a good account in live arena at the higher levels. Unless like Siphi was already picked or something like that, or in my case, if they know that I pick her in every fight, then they pick it so that I can't pick it. But it's okay. I think we're gonna go with Helicat, so it is what it is. I could have maybe saved the Helicat for the last pick, but he already doesn't have too much room. Like, he picked 2 supports and nuker. So yeah, he can pick like any buff strip champion. Like, okay, he picked Wukong, but I still have 1 pick left, and let's say that he went with buff strip and a nuker, I would ban it, or if he went with lockout and nuker, I would ban the lockout, so it doesn't really make any difference to me at this point. Okay, who do we want to ban? Well, I mean, we're gonna ban the Wukong. I guess let's go with Python. If he bans Rotos, I might be lacking in the damage a bit, but he doesn't have Siphi. Maybe his account actually doesn't have Siphi, or then he picked Duchess because of me, but if this was Siphi instead of Duchess, I would have a lot harder time killing this team. But I can definitely kill this team even with Helicat alone, so I feel like we should have this fight. To be fair, like, even his second nuker is a candy, so I was almost expecting this guy to have better champions than this when he's level 95. Maybe he picked the candy because of Rotos, but even though it's a strong affinity and it has a double hit, it's still pretty decent matchup for Rotos. There is much worse ones. Yeah, the UDK Necret Rotos Helicat team comp. This is something that I often use when they ban the Duchess, and I don't have any. Often I don't pick any Reviver on the team, but this time I went with the Python as the last one. But I think this is one of my more consistent teams that even if I don't get the Revive, but if I can just get a turn with the Helicat thanks to the Necret protection, then I will still be running in the fight and I won't die instantly at least. So for instance, I could totally just revive the Maritzka now and, kill her. And if I do that, yeah, let's actually do it. Normally, if I were to fight Siphi and Duchess, I would kill everybody else first and save the Maritzka for last, but even if Duchess revives her now, it's not gonna be as full turn meter, and Duchess is not gonna be as fast as Siphi, and like, probably they are not gonna be able to, like, by the time that I kill the Maritzka again, the Duchess shouldn't have her revive back up, or likely doesn't, unlike Siphi, so I can play this matchup a bit differently. But yeah, with Maritzka you always have to kill their entire team multiple times over. and we did it this time as well, but normally I would kill her team even more times than I'm doing in this fight. By the way, if you got this far on the video, I mean, I don't really shield that much on my videos, but considering subscribing to my channel, I need those subs to get into the test server, and I really want to do it to get there and make like test server content. And I never asked for subs, but when I did it like maybe a week ago or whatever, I got like many times more subs in that day than I normally get, so I feel like I'm gonna start begging for subs in every video like a lot of the YouTubers do, which is kind of cringe, but if it's effective then I guess I will have to do it as well. Of course subs aren't like everything, but specifically they will affect the fact that I can get into the test server, and I feel like if I could get into the test server I could also get more views, because I feel like the test server content in Raid is kind of untapped potential, and none of the like the hardcore arena players, nobody is even if there's a couple that have test server access, but none of them are actually making content on the test server, and the people that do make content about it are more PvE focused players, and they don't focus on those aspects of the game. And I'm sure I could get some views if I actually do test server videos. Anyway, just consider it. I don't know why, but not that my channel is big or anything, but I feel like I get way less subscribers compared to views than other people in Raid community. I don't really understand why. I mean, I have tried to understand it, but I don't actually know. I guess there's like some very active people that watch my videos, but like there is not as much popular demand for them as other content creators. Okay, I think this is gonna be the first loss of the day, to be fair. I don't know who I want to pick. If I go for Mithril now, he's definitely gonna go for double immunity, but let's do it anyway. If for some reason he doesn't do it, then we might consider banning the Duchess and getting locked out, but we will see. Oh, Metzomel and Arbiter. I don't think I can really... I might have to ban the Metzomel. No, okay, let's go for the Duchess ban. We're gonna lose this anyway, so let's YOLO the fight. Mountain King, I think Mountain King can't really kill his team apart from, like, he can kill everybody else except the Taras, but... Oh, he banned Rotos. I think even if we get couple kills, I don't think... We probably won't be able to finish this fight off unless we get like multiple petrifications on Taras or something. I didn't want to go for Tormin because I feel like Metzomel would one-shot it as well. Like, I think if I went for Tormin and Protoss, he would ban Necret, but now he did a different solution. Oh, nice. He opened with the lockout and didn't put Hex, so we might get a lot out of this petrification. I don't think this Arbiter looks very tanky though. I don't think I can one-shot her with A1. I do have attack buff though. Oh, we could. Nice. But yeah, it might look good, but we're still gonna... Wait, can he just kill... Yeah, I was gonna say, can he just kill Mountain King now? We're still gonna run into the trouble that we don't have enough damage to kill the Taras, even if we kill everybody else, and just the Taras is left. I mean, I think my Mountain King is gonna die. We're not gonna get the protection up in time. Surely Taras is gonna kill it with A1, I think. Oh, he didn't. Yumeko is gonna finish it off. Kind of close. If my Mountain King just had a little bit more HP, I think we could have done it. But, I mean, we can still try this. But I don't know if it's good enough. Well, he doesn't have a lot of buffs in the team, or any heals, so Taras isn't gonna get held back and isn't as easily gonna one-shot me, but it's still gonna take me a long time to actually finish him off. This would be kind of funny if I actually kill this guy with Mitrala poisons. It wouldn't be the first time that I finish a team with Mitrala, but this would be the greatest extent that I have ever gone down with Mitrala as the nuker. I mean, to be fair, we have UDK, so Taras A2 is out of favor. We have Necret protection and he's with Bolster. And he doesn't have buffs, so Taras AoE isn't gonna hit hard. He's basically only spamming A1s on us. But still, it's gonna take me a long time to kill Taras. He might just be able to do it anyway. No way. That's so funny. Yeah. If I win this, I'm definitely gonna put something... this is gonna be the clickbait on the video name or thumbnail. Mitrala Nuke dominates Platinum Arena. I don't know what I will put, but we will see. But as you can see, we have new meta now, and Mitrala Nuker is better than Taras. Confirmed. Even the after the fight picture is gonna look so funny. I'm with like Mountain King against this, and Mitrala maybe why did he leave? I wanted to see the fight pic. God damn it. And god damn you, Plarium, for screwing up the UI this hard. I want to see the statistics. I'm pretty sure my Mitrala actually did more damage in the fight than Mountain King. Mountain King only did 80k damage, like I think he only did the 1A1 on the Arbiter and nothing else. Pretty sure Mitrala was actually my main nuker in that fight, but damn, that's funny. What the fuck is going on? Like, what is this crap? I need to post a picture in my Discord. People are gonna ask like what happened there. Wait, how many wins we got in Raw? 6 wins. Yeah, that was a hilarious fight. Like after I saw what happened, that Arbiter died to the Mountain King A1, and Metzomel was low HP and got petrified. It kind of looked that way, that it was starting to get close and I might actually be able to kill it. But yeah, when Taras can do the A2, because I had the UDK, and you don't have any buffs in the team because of like there is no buff champions, his damage is gonna be not that high. So maybe if they just adjust those a little bit, then maybe it could be a bit more fair. So I think like his damage reduction passive should be nerfed as well. But if they just reduce the multiplier on A2 and A3 and the damage reduction passive, maybe they could actually make Taras a reasonable champion, or just a little bit better than everybody else, instead of like a trillion times better. His last champion is probably gonna be Georgid or Ronda, I would assume. I think we're gonna go with the Helicat on this fight. I hope he doesn't have Georgid or weak hits on his first turn. We will see. Oh, again, Metzomel. I kind of like the name of this champion. I don't know if it sounds weird when I say it, but do like the Finnish language palette, like some names or words are very hard and annoying to say, but Metzomel is kind of, even though it has T in it, which is not a letter that we have in Finnish language, but Metzomel is kind of easy to say, and it feels like an actual word, unlike many other words. But yeah, looks like we're gonna get another good clickbait video, because we're destroying for some reason all of the opponents, even though I feel like we shouldn't do this well. And then I'm doing these meme fights with Mitralas and Ulgar and whatnot. I have definitely had my share of weird fights, so that isn't the only one, but I will probably not forget that fight anytime soon. Not gonna lie, it's like early in the morning, and I had my alarm clock set up for like 5 minutes before the live arena, even though I started making this video maybe like 10 minutes after the live arena started. But I was sitting in my bed for a few minutes thinking, do I really want to wake up, and maybe I should just stay asleep and do some other video than live arena, because basically how the time zones play out, that if I don't play in the early morning live arena, then there's like, is it like 6 hours until the next arena time slot, and then the fights are gonna take 2 hours, and then it's gonna take me like 3 hours to create, process and upload the video, and then it's gonna be like the next day already. So if I don't play at this time slot, I can't make this video today. So I was thinking that I would just skip this and do some other video, or don't do a video today, but I guess it was worth not going back to sleep. And to be honest, I'm not that tired anyway, so but getting massive win streaks and wins with Nuke Mitra is definitely worth losing a little bit of sleep for me. Wait, how many? Is that 7 wins? Yeah, 7 wins in a row. We might not actually have enough time to do 10 fight win streak today, but at least we don't have any losses so far, which is very shocking, to be honest. I mean, I guess my builds and strategies are fine-tuned for my account, but I definitely have some massive weaknesses that are very exploitable, which I guess didn't happen a lot today. I think this guy is somebody from official Discord. I don't know about the clan tag, but there's a guy named Albi who has been occasionally chatting there for many years. And I know that he also pluses Platinum Arena, maybe not like every week, but he definitely used to do it a lot. I'm guessing it's him because first picking UDK when you only pick 1 champion and not 2 is very weird choice, and nobody would do it in a vacuum. Like, the only reason he would do it is that he knows I'm gonna pick Protoss, and I'm sure he will pick Protoss if I don't pick it, so I'm probably still gonna go for it. I'm just praying that he also doesn't have Harima and Lockout, but I'm sure he does, so this is gonna be a hard fight. Okay, not what I was expecting. Charge it and Mikage. If he doesn't also pick like a Lockout or something, I will probably go for the UDK ban, but I feel like he's gonna go for like Arbiter and a second nuker. Let's go for Mitra tentatively, and maybe we will actually go for Tormin as the last pick, and maybe not. But if he doesn't pick Siphi, then I'll go for Tormin. But even if he does pick Siphi, we're not gonna ban her, I don't think. We're gonna ban the UDK. And Mitra is still decent, even if we're not gonna get his team petrified. Mitra might be able to buff strip the Mikage, and of course, if it comes down to it, then Mitra might be able to kill his team as well, but it is kind of safe general pick, and then it's gonna enable if I want to last pick Tormin, so that's why I went for it. Okay, he went with Python. I don't think we're gonna ban the Python. We're gonna ban the UDK, so... Should I go with double reviver? Maybe I will go with either Helicat or... Let's go for a double... Wait, I'm dumb. I didn't pick 2. Okay, let's see if... I'm dumb. I had some massive... like brain circuit short there, but I didn't pick the second nuker, so that's stupid. Let's see if he bans. Okay, he banned Protoss, yeah. Well, that was me intentionally ruining my massive win streak, so it is what it is. That was so stupid, but it happens. Let me double check. So yeah, I only picked one nuker. I was talking about picking Tormin, but then for some reason I thought I already had the Tormin in my team and I went for Arbiter. God damn it. I should have went for Helicat there. That was the play to make. Even though he had the Migake in it, but I probably should have gone for Helicat. I had the Mitrola, I could have cleansed it and I could have placed the second defense buff and it would have been enough to kill his team. Not that big deal, it happens. Again, they picked Arbiter. But there is no Siphi, so I'm kind of hesitant to go with Xena. We barely picked Xena at all today. Okay, let's go for Mithril now, and this time we're actually gonna pick 2 nukers instead of lose on purpose, hopefully. That's kind of interesting team. I want to go with Tormin here and ban the Duchess, but the issue that I'm gonna face is that Protoss has good matchup against Baron, and Tormin has good matchup against well, actually Tormin has good matchup against neither one, but I might be able to freeze their team. I think I have to ban the Initve, to be honest, even though I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. Yeah, and he banned the Tormin. We lost this. There's no way I can... I don't have enough damage to kill his team with Tormin, I think. Okay, we had a good start on the video, but now we're kind of screwing it up in the end, I guess. There's no way I think Tormin can withstand the Baron Nuke. Okay, barely with reaction proc and Necret protection. But we don't have enough damage to actually finish off his team. Yeah, that's the issue. I mean, his team isn't that strong on paper, but there wasn't really a lot of good options for me to pick here. Apart from Rotos, but when I banned the Initve, but he kind of put me in a very hard position. Like, if I don't ban the Warlord, then I can't use Helicat, and so on. And if I don't ban the Initve, then my Rotos is just gonna get one shot, or like he's gonna go first and he can easily kill all of them with it. Maybe I should have just gambled with that, because my Rotos might have been able to survive it with reaction procs, and that probably honestly was my best chance at winning this fight. If he actually didn't ban the Rotos and he survived the first Initve A2. Tormin is too low HP, surely we cannot make a comeback at this point. I think is he gonna die to the A1? I don't think he's gonna die. Maybe he dies to the A1. Ah, I was dumb. I should have done A2 there. I could have totally done it, but I was kind of hoping that it would die or I would get some freezes up, but now I definitely lost it. I didn't underestimate the Tormin damage enough. Wait, he doesn't have the AoE nuke yet, I don't think. He actually won't be able to target Tormin with Baron, but yeah. I will never have enough damage to kill this team with Tormin, let's just surrender it. Kind of disappointing. One fight where I accidentally picked wrong champion and he banned my only nuker, and then another fight where I also should have picked a different team. To be honest, the Baron Initve combination just kind of threw me off. I should have just risked the Initve. There was no other choice. Wait, is this the same guy? I'm actually totally up for a rematch. I think I can do it this time. I couldn't even use Mountain King because he had the Duchess in the team, but this time we could even go with the Mountain King nuker. Yeah, I think this will be a bit different. I could even go for maybe triple nuker here, should I do it? Or Mountain King and Kaimar. Maybe I'll do this. I haven't been using Kaimar that much lately. Though this guy does have 6-star blessing, so there is a chance that he has enough accuracy. Did he go with a team that has no nukers just because he knows I have to ban the UDK? I mean, I could have not banned the UDK. Ramantu can do some damage, sure, but I assume that it's not actually in a nuke build. I did make a video about nuke Ramantu early on during the live arena. Yeah, it's not even in a nuke build. And it's a stone skin in it, like 2 turns, so it's a 6-piece. There's no way he can kill. Well, he almost killed Rotos. I was gonna say that there's no way he can kill the Rotos with the shield up, but he actually almost killed it. So I guess the passive was disabled, otherwise it wouldn't. I don't think it should have been like that. Yeah, again we got the squeezy team, so the Mountain King A1 was good enough to kill the Reviver even though he's locked out. Mountain King is kind of the surprise champion today. Mountain King and Mithrala nukers are winning and Rotos is not doing anything in the fights. Wait, what? How? Okay, I must have gotten like 3%. How did the Ramantu block the... Wait, it's not a nuke Ramantu, maybe it is full accuracy, yeah. It kind of makes sense why Ramantu would lock out the Kaimar, but he should have had a good chance to resist the Warlord, hopefully. Okay, so the first fight, he got the first pick, which kind of threw me off because he got the Duchess and I made some mistake in my pick, but we got the revenge match. Damn, I feel like I could have totally gotten a 10 fight win streak today if I just didn't accidentally use the wrong champion on the last second in the one fight and I didn't make a mistake in the last one. God damn it. Well, maybe I needed to get a couple losses like that I don't get too cocky and complacent on getting so many random wins. Wait, what? Maybe that's a nuke Valkyrie. She was actually way more popular on the release of Live Arena, but she didn't really withstood the test of the time and she hasn't really gotten any use after that. It was kind of speculated that Nuke Valkyrie with Sifi would be top tier in Live Arena, and it definitely would have been if Live Arena was released a couple years ago, but with all of the new champions the Valkyrie hasn't been that good. Oh, it might not be even in a nuke build, or maybe it's like a hybrid build that it's like a fast nuke build, maybe. But you could use her as a nuker. The issue is that she has 7 less damage than Tormin. Who are we gonna use? I could totally go with Helicat here, I feel like. Let's go with the Helicat to, like, misclick. He's having those massive shields with Valkyrie, and I'm pretty sure my Helicat can just kill the init with 1A1 even if he has like 500k shield or whatever, so we can kind of we can make most out of the Helicat mechanics against him. Oh, I was almost expecting him to ban the Rotos, but maybe he realized that Helicat has the damage to kill him and he wants to kill it before it gets a turn, and that's why he went for the Necret ban. Damn. Maybe I should have used Xena. Imagine nuking them with all of those buffs on them. They have so many. Well, maybe this was the more slow and safe option though. Even if my Rotos dies at this point, if I take multiple turns and lose the block damage, it isn't an issue. Helicat can easily finish off this fight by himself. Oh wait, oh never mind, I have the UDK. I was gonna say that now he's not gonna counterattack though when I lost the buff, but that's why you run the Helicat with the UDK, because he's slow and he's gonna keep the block damage and always proc the Helicat passive. That's the reason why Helicat and UDK combination is so good. They're like an unofficial free-to-play duo partner that you have the fast Helicat and you have the slow UDK, and the synergy kind of makes sense, even though Plarium didn't actually create them as a duo partner. Honestly, I kind of get why Plarium wouldn't want to get too political, of course apart from the Ukraine duo, but I mean, politics is gonna divide people. I'm sure some people are gonna get offended. Not that I'm trying to be offensive, but let's just say that I'm very like liberal guy. I wouldn't really call myself centrist, but like old school liberal, that I believe in like equality and freedom of speech and so on. But I'm not really like big on woke guy. I'm not the biggest hater. I'm not like some conservatives that are constantly talking about that stuff. But of course, sometimes the woke stuff is kind of cringe. But with the modern political climate, and with all of the game companies doing a lot of like trying to pander to that portion of their audience, I'm almost surprised that we don't have any gay duo partners in Raid. Like they could do something like Helicat and UDK or Rotos and Wokot. I'm almost surprised that we don't have anything like that. Not that I would have anything against it. I mean, that's totally fine by me. It depends how they implement it, if it's cringe or not, but kind of surprising that they haven't done it. Do I want to go for the early Helicat? He can still adjust to this. I have to ban the Grixia. Let's go for Python. Yeah, let's go for Python. I kind of want to go for the Helicat, but I don't want him to know that I'm gonna do it just yet, so... Python might be completely useless, but or very low impact, but it's at least likely to do something against him. Okay, so he has Chu Chen. He should kill my... Let me think about this. Grixia does have the immunity buff too. I could go for Tormin and ban the Duchess. Should I? Let's go for this. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about Tormin. Yeah, he might just ban the Rotos though, but he doesn't have any revives or heals on the team, so this one is doable with Tormin if we can just survive. Maybe he's actually not gonna ban Rotos. Maybe he's gonna ban Python, I would guess. Okay, Necrot. But yeah, Grixia can do immunity. I don't think he's gonna do it on the first turn, because that means that he would have to change to the second form and he's not gonna lock me out, so we're gonna have at least one turn of time to try to freeze his team. Yeah, now he has to decide if he wants to open with the Shu Chen or just A1 me, and yeah, he went for the A1. Of course, the Taras A1 can also freeze his team, but he's not gonna open with that. He's I guess he has to do the AoE nuke, but he doesn't have any buffs in the team, so maybe he actually opens with the A1. I feel like he has to open with the A1. Oh, he did do the AoE nuke, okay. Honestly, I feel like that was kind of good for me. And now when we got the decreased defense on Taras, we actually should go for the Taras with the A2 and not Harima. This should actually do some damage. Well, not that much damage, but kind of okay damage. He's gonna get the immunity now on the next Grixia turn. Oh, come on. Grixia probably has resistance, so we probably can't freeze her, but maybe we can freeze one of the nukers in this one turn that we got. Oh no, okay. We're not gonna get any CC on him anytime soon now, but maybe we can just straight up kill the Taras even through all of that. Unless he... No, I think I'm good, yeah. Damn. I think the lesson we have learned today that the The biggest enemy, this is kind of cringe thing to say, but the biggest enemy out of all of my fights today has definitely been myself. When we meet these kind of very strong teams, I actually somehow manage to put out the fight, but then against easily winnable teams I just troll myself and don't pick any nukers or draft a bad team that I myself know is gonna lose. So somehow we won against this guy, I think, or at least almost, and then we lost those 2 other fights that were totally winnable. Okay. Close. Is he? I think he's gonna move twice. Yeah, we lost it. He kills one now and he kills the other next turn. I think he's gonna move twice before Tormin gets a turn. Right? Yeah, we have the defense. I mean the decrease speed. We definitely could have won this, to be fair, with a little bit better RNG with the Tormin. But we definitely actually did draft the right team in this one. So I can't get to... Almost I feel like I should have... Well, maybe should is too strong word, but I think it was more likely than not that we would have won this fight, and we did draft the right team, so I can't get too mad about losing that one. But I should get mad about these 2, that was my mistake. Anyway, maybe we have some more interesting content today than average, because we had many very unusual fights, so maybe there's something to take out of those. But yeah, one thing is, it wasn't really something that I set out to do, but we really haven't used Xena at all today. Did we use her in like one fight or something? And that's it. Yumeko and Nuke Wukong. I guess it's a no-brainer to go with UDK and Rotos in that case. Yeah, it will be very different in future, because now we can tell from the Wukong blessing that if it's a nuke build or support build, but in future, since all of the blessings give all of the stats, basically, he could use totally something else and we might not realize it's actually a nuker. Like, he could have a nuke Wukong in temporal chains or whatever. That would be totally viable and something that you can do. Okay, so he picked Necret and took the Ronda. I'm guessing that his last pick is gonna be like Arbiter. God damn it. Again I'm too slow and I don't have any nuker in the team. Maybe he thinks UDK is a nuker or something, but probably we're gonna have to surrender this one. Damn it, two fights on the same video where I don't pick a team. There's a chance that he thinks it's a nuke UDK because some people do run nuke UDKs, but I'm not gonna count on that. Probably he's gonna ban my Rotos, even though he picked the Ronda. Maybe if I... Okay, he banned the Arbiter. maybe if I pick the Necro... Well, okay, now I actually have a team. I was gonna say that maybe if I ban the Necret, maybe I might be able to kill him with the UDK, even when it's not in a nuke build, because he has defense and UDK can do decent damage, and his team is very squishy. He doesn't have any heals, so maybe it might have been even plausible to kill it with UDK. Now he has Ronda that counters Rotos, but also if I can just get any turns on Rotos, then heads are gonna roll. And we do have the resistant Skymar, so it could have been worse. Okay, we got lucky there. The Mikage ally attack, Rotos proc reaction proc against Ronda, which is a triple hitter, so I think we must have procced it maybe twice. And then we did a counter attack with Mastery, so I don't know if I even deserved to win that fight, to be honest. I feel like the right thing to do might have been just to leave the fight in the lobby and acknowledge my mistakes, but I guess RNG Jesus decided otherwise. Damn, it's a weird session. I'm trolling myself, and then I'm getting like super crazy wins, like lucky wins, and then I'm having those like meme matchups that my team is too tanky and the support Mitrola nukes the enemy team against a very good account too. It wasn't like a bad account, it was actually a really good account and we killed his team with a Mitrola that is not even built for damage. So okay, what is going on? This is just the weirdest session ever. Maybe that was actually a bot that is just farming live arena and isn't actually doing any fights. That may have been the case. Or somebody is like in a hurry and he's just losing a couple of fights on purpose fast. Yeah, this is the guy that we actually fought earlier today. Maybe we will go for Helicat again. I feel like this is a Helicat fight. Do I want to early pick it? Yeah, I do. He still has to pick one nuker, so it's okay. By the way, since I already was chilling for my subscribers, another reminder that subscribe to my channel and tell your mom's boyfriend to do it as well. But here is my Discord. You might consider joining it as well. It's fairly active, especially lately, so I feel like should I go with Arbiter? Let's do this. It might not be it right now, but I feel like it's on the way of like actually becoming a popular chatting spot for like arena players, so I'm gonna keep chilling for the Discord. Okay, maybe I should have banned the Wukong in this fight and not gone for this Dormin strategy, but I guess I'm doing too good today, so I have to make the fights a bit more risky for myself. The Dormin might actually be very annoying for him, but also the block buff step buff might be very annoying for me, so maybe Mistral would have been a more... No, I had to... Yeah, I already had 2 nukers. Maybe Mistral would have been a more safer choice if I wasn't gonna ban the Wukong. Now that I think about it. The issue is that you only have 30 seconds to pick, and I'm like blabbering 90% of that time anyway, so this kind of happens that I'm always not putting my mind into the pick phase as much as I could. But yeah, I mean, he has no immunity since we banned it, so, and the Taras A1 does turn meter boost, that's why we did this, so I guess it is still being annoying to him, but also the Wukong can definitely destroy as well, so let's not get completely sure about ourselves just yet. The release of Wukong was just a bad thing for Helicat, because I was a massive Helicat enjoyer even before the release of Wukong, but Wukong was a very massive indirect nerf to Helicat because of the block buff, debuff, and the fact that Helicat is so widely owned by everybody, and is also a good champion, so he does get a lot of use. By the way, very often people tell in my comment sections that either that I made mistakes because I picked too late, or I'm giving them a heart attack because I'm being too slow picking champions and I make mistakes because of it, or because I'm being rude to other players when I don't pick faster than I could. And that is all true, I agree, and feel free to roast me about that in the comments today, because I definitely deserve it after this session. I mean, we did really well, but out of the 3 fights I lost, 1 fight was super close. Like, it was so close I could have won all 3 of those fights. These 2 fights were completely my mistake. They were even easier than average fights. I just didn't pick Nuker and I picked wrong champions here because I didn't think about it. And this one was super close. We could have easily won every single fight today. And the only reason we didn't, or maybe that's a bad way to put it, but the reason why we didn't have the chance for that to happen was because me being like talking and not paying attention, or having some mental shutdowns. And like, I remember in the fight where I didn't pick a nuker, I was just talking about why I'm gonna pick Tormin and what I'm gonna do if I don't pick a Tormin, and then for some reason I picked Arbiter anyway. I don't know what happened in my brain during that fight, but it is what it is. Oh, we also broke past the 4.5k, so that's pretty cool. I was talking about it on the last video that maybe I'm gonna break the 4.5k, but during the last week, but I didn't play live arena after that, so this is basically the next session. I did like 2 fights between the last video and this one. I remember I used to be rank 40 in live arena, and now I'm 209, so I'm pretty far away from that, but we're getting back up. Yeah, rank 40 is only 5,000. No, it's not 5,000 points, it's 5,000 battles. 5,300 points. Even that is totally doable if I just played more live arena, I could totally do it, but I don't think I will play live arena every day, but like I used to, but I will definitely play it more than I have in the last 2-3 months when I was kind of being inactive with my content. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Have a nice day and see ya.